Good Thursday evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Everett here in the King 5 newsroom, and you may be wondering why I'm wearing my yellow jacket. Well, because it's cold. Temperatures already sub-freezing in many spots, and we'll be getting down into the teens. Yeah, a little bit of a breeze to it, and that feels like temperature. The wind chill looks like it'll get down into the low teens in some spots. In fact, let's dig right into this story. We will start off our story in Bellingham tonight, where it's already cold, but it's not snowing and it's not windy. We are tracking a system that'll be moving through here. In fact, I'll give you the details right now. Chilly tranquility overnight into Friday. Our next system moves in along the coast. This one's pretty interesting. It looks like it'll kind of brush up along the coast, but most of the moisture will head down towards the south. We'll talk about the implications there in a moment, but plan for some flurries to fly across the Seattle metro during the second half of the Friday evening commute. I'm not expecting big accumulations. We'll take a look at that in a moment too, but it could be enough to kind of disrupt the traffic pattern. Looks like we'll be looking at some low-level rain and snow potential that'll last through into the weekend. So this is Seattle, and right now it is about 9:50 on Thursday night, so about 10 minutes to 10, already below freezing. And look at this, temperatures, well, everybody's below freezing. Bellingham, that we were just looking at a moment ago, currently 19 degrees. Winthrop is 5 below, 16 in Ellensburg. That 33 on the coast seems balmy in relativity. So satellite and radar showing a whole lot of nothing going on. We are seeing some light flurries that are trying to push into the base of the Cascades and some light showers that are along the coast. Taking a look up towards the mountains, kind of hard to see, but I-90 as it stands right now is passable. The roads are bare and wet. Looks like there's a lot of snow piled up on the side, and Stevens Pass, which is opening for business tomorrow, looks like it's got some snow that's piling up there as well. In fact, I was seeing white on the roads last time I took a look at it. Speaking of Stevens Pass, this is the rotating camera, and it looks like they got plenty of snow for their opening tomorrow. In fact, if you take a look at some of those rooftops there are new accumulations of about a foot, and yeah, those trees look like they've all been flocked. It's going to be a great weekend to get up there. So as far as snow accumulation goes, not expecting a whole lot overnight, maybe a little bit of orographic snow that'll push into some of the foothills there, but not expecting much. Now, as this next system moves through, looks like it'll favor the Olympics and the northern portion of the Cascades. So if you want to head up to Baker, looks like they will have about a foot of fresh white waiting for you when you get there. So take a look at this. This is our next weather system, and what's different about it is it kind of just comes up and kisses the coast and then heads down towards the south. What's great about this is as it continues to move down, it's going to bring in, again, abundant moisture, help build that snowpack along the Sierras, but I'm seeing snow that'll fly into the Intermountain West. What's significant about that is that during a La Nina, the Intermountain West will sometimes get moisture starved. So to be able to share some of that moisture with them and help them build the snowpack in places like Nevada, Utah, Idaho, and even portions of Colorado, even New Mexico, is a good thing. Taking a look at future radar, so as that system moves by, you'll start to see the cloud cover moving in 8:30 in the morning, maybe some light flurries flying, especially up towards Snohomish County and over the Olympics. This is right after lunchtime, so right around 1:30, we're seeing those showers pushing in along the coast that will be heavy at times, and then we get to about 5:30, and this is when we start to see some snow that will be flying, again, basically across the central portion of Puget Sound, and then really fills in Friday night. That's why it's looking like Baker and the northern Cascades will really benefit from this system, whereas it looks like Crystal and Snoqualmie kind of get a miss from this one, but there will be some wraparound moisture on Sunday. In fact, as we advance into Saturday, well, this is Saturday morning around 7:30, we see a little clearing taking place, and then boom, right around Sunday midday, we see that next round move in. That could bring some snow, obviously, to Snoqualmie and Stevens, and it looks like it'll bring a rain-snow mix to Seattle, Tacoma, Everett. This is right around 1:30 in the afternoon, so it looks like we'll see some inclement weather there, but nothing that I'm expecting to be too stormy. So lowland snow accumulation, well, Shelton and Bremerton look like you could pick up close to 5 inches by the time we get to Saturday morning, and even out towards the coast, we'll be looking at some light returns there too. Did I mention cold? Yeah, it's going to be cold tonight. In fact, a lot of these overnight lows are probably already outdated because many of these temperatures are below what we're seeing. I would say that these are probably the overnight lows for Saturday morning instead of Friday. High temperatures tomorrow look like they will be trying to get in the upper 30s and lower 40s. That's typical for this time of year. So after a very chilly start, we will see a bit of a warm up. Friday, temperatures get into the upper 30s in Seattle. On Saturday, we'll do something very similar. We'll see that rain-snow mix on Saturday that lasts into Sunday. And then it looks like we catch a little bit of a break on Monday where we'll get a visit from the sun. And then another system pushes through on Tuesday. We're still about 3 weeks out from the beginning of winter, but it most certainly looks and feels like winter out there. So keep yourself warm, keep yourself safe, and keep looking up. In the King 5 newsroom, I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Everett. Have a great night.